begun. Lightning fast, going out for a little bit of a peek. Garage not being taken by anybody, but there's instant damage being given on the Kappa towards A site, as Eskirasi is being supported at the moment towards A short. A lot of presence here by them on PRX, but here we go. There comes the tray. Good first kill. Instantly goes back, but Forsaken comes in, and now Eskirasi's stuck.
Yeah, Eskirasi really needs to get himself out of this situation, but it's just too damn hard. You get pincered in, and that's how you lose your life. Paper X winning out on all edges here. God Squad not able to do a thing. Two left on the outside looking in here, and with all the players having all those crossfire setups, this is going to be a tall order.
Well, it is a 4v2. There's a flash available on one. If he wants to utilize it, but no, he goes in for the peek. He gets two. Okay, now it's a 1v2. He does use the flash, does not know what the position of these players are. One peek out, there comes the contact, and there's going to be the double peek. Perfectly played. Paper X with a pistol. Very smart for Forsaken there to go with the jiggle peek together with his teammate, sort of getting the information first and then going for the finish in the end. Done like champions do. Absolutely.
So Paper X still getting some very good shots. I think it's really important here to mention SK Rossi, right? Obviously he didn't have a chance to shine this round, but he's quite a winning case scenario for this team.
Yeah, of course. You know, he is the one who can get this team across lines when you don't see any way to do so. And that's exactly why he is the one of the most loved players in the country, known to be one of the best aimers in the country as well. And he's picked up the Reyna, which is, an aim-based agent. So the more you kill, the more you get. And here we go again towards A short. He's positioned himself pretty similar. Forsaken's taken out Kappa towards A long. Again, that peek from Kappa. This time it's going to be punishing him completely, as Paper X find their way towards A and completely ignoring A short.
Yeah, Jing. Very aggressive maneuvering. That's the first kill coming in from God Squad. Can they convert it? It's a tall order, like we said, with the weapons that they do not have, do not withhold. Paper X clean it up with only a single casualty.
Yeah, the expressions on their face are just, they're pretty normal for now. Nothing really flashy happening. I want to see some moments, though. I would love to see some crazy moments come out. I wouldn't mind a knife battle either between the two Reynas, which, by the way,
a knife battle? Did you just mention a knife battle?
Hey,
it would be nice, yeah.
Yeah, but I do want to mention the two Reynas.
Yeah.
Right? Let's get away from knife battle because...
Cool. I'd love to see a knife battle, but yeah, Reynas.
Yeah, I think that the fight between Eskirasi and Jing is going to be the most important. He might decide the outcome of this game because here he goes again towards Asia. Okay, a shot and a half on Forsaken. Goes for a second. Eskirasi not afraid of taking the fights. Going for a third almost there, as Paper X have been stopped in their tracks.
And now this is exactly where God Squad needs to stay composed. They can't go for a repeat, but SK Rossi gets over-eager, overzealous, and loses his life.
Yep, Kappa still delivering a little bit of informational value as A-Short has been cleared up, but what he doesn't know is that A-Long is where they're actually going in for this attack. Oh, he's getting closer. There's a problem that Han did not detect anybody. The Prowler will. Benkai, aware of the fact, goes in the seas. Will he get the kill though? Yes, he will. Paper X just too good.
Big mistake there from God Squad to separate their players. They still have the numbers advantage, albeit not as great.
Yeah.
And they separated. Kappa went a bit too far, and they get caught off one by one.
It was a 5v3.
It was a 5v3, man.
It didn't have to go down that way.
It really didn't.
Last player standing.
Lightning fast, he will go down to Jing, as this guy's going to be chasing up towards Heaven, and he's got health and aim to do it also. He will get it, okay. God Squad down by 3 at the moment. They need stability.
Yeah, they really do need stability, man. And it not only economical, but also I think in their composure. Because in that particular round, you saw the nerves get to them. SK Rossi felt it. It was like, I got a very clean first kill. I followed up with a second. I did my job. This is where you should fall back. This is where you should go back to the site and make sure you solidify that control. Going for a repeat is too risky, and it ends up costing them great.
And as you mentioned, the consequence has come through. They've lost the third round that they should have, easily won after what they got in terms of first frag. Forsaken, a bit of time to go towards mid. He will spot that camera, but he doesn't break it. I think he knows it's there. Yeah, now he's going to take care of it.
Just wants to take selfie first before he goes.
Yeah, he doesn't even care about being tagged. Now he's going to take it out. Okay, never mind. He's going to go back for the peek. Okay.
It's all a bait, man. It's all a bait.
Well, Lightning Fast has been dropped down to 17 HP, and Eskirasi is around him at the moment with a Spectre. He's got an ultimate, which in that sort of situation with this weapon is not the best of ultimates to be utilized with, but works wonders in certain hands, and these wonders currently are working in the favor of Paper Rex.
And Skills is walking into a very deadly Forsaken. The paranoia is really strong, but he himself is as blind as a bat and cannot do a thing. B-site should be theirs. Pushing through his smoke is not the right decision for the rest of God Squad. And one by one they shuffle. Paper Rex clearing up as if they are janitors. They brought out the mops, they brought out the sweeping brooms, and they're getting the job done.
Oh boy, all right. It's pretty clean. They're having pretty easy maneuvers coming in through almost every angle. They're not really being pressured except for SK Rossi, who's trying his level best to be honest. But him on his own, he can't really do much more, right? If he's gonna go for those repeats. Now, another buy round coming in. Pretty much it is solidified. The way that God Squad can actually put something on the board in terms of fighting chances if they are able to get a little bit on the first half, which has to be a -3. But oh my god, Devi so crisp with his aim and gets away as well. Shouldn't be allowed to do that. And SK Rossi gets the trade, the overpeak comes through, and now they're heading into B.
This time he's smart enough to fall back, but the pressure is still on from Paper Rex towards this direction. There's 2 players allocated for the defenses and taking down the Prowlers. There's still a trade, and here is how they're able to find out where they are. Lightning Fast is just as his name says, lightning quick. And now wants to move in and help God Squad clear this up. They've got the numbers. This should be their round to win. But with all the space control Paper Rex have garnered towards the seaside, it's a tall order.
Yeah, it's come down to 2v2. Lightning Fast goes for a little bit of an aggressive peek, but this flank is brilliant. That Astro Wall is actually even more better. It does help Eskerasi actually come in closer without giving away any noise, and I think they are avoiding it just about right on time. Positioning is perfect. Will Eskerasi be able to find the kill though? Because he doesn't know that Mind Freak is on top of the platform here. Doesn't check it, loses his life, and that is going to be a 1 versus 2.
It's the captain, it's Hellranger, the IGL, and the backbone of this team left for the 1-on-2. Benkai's low, but Benkai will be where that road ends. A good effort by God Squad, but that just wasn't it.
Again, Lightning Fast went a little bit aggressive on C. It was a man advantage. I think he could have waited for the plant to go down and waited for SK Rossi to come on for the flank, right? But he just kind of slowly walked into that C side, and that smoke popped off right after he lost his life. So ill-timed, and it just kind of just translated away to round number 5 as Paper Rex off the board are just smoothly sailing across.
Look, I mean, God Squad now have got ultimates to work with, right? I mean, obviously the weaponry isn't at an optimal state. They're kind of putting a lot of faith in SK Rossi here, which instantly gets denied by the hot hands. I'm loving the Phoenix, by the way, although I don't feel like it's had too much impact as of yet. You know, it's nice to see Scenario Deny coming out from it. A little bit of a Jigabee. The only Vandal within the arms of Paper Rex has been, within God Squad has been dropped, but it's been repicked by Kappa. And you know what they say about Kappa? He's a land monster.
Oh yeah, and clearly
he's showing it again. Mr. Land Monster is back, and he's equalized the tables, and now we're on a 3-on-3 with a flat coming in from Skills.
Well, this is going to be important. He does have a trap right in front. I think they might have triggered it. I think he just kind of went towards the direction of it, and they realized that he's close by. That's exactly why Mind Freak's checking every angle. And Window is susceptible to a bit of action.
If he makes it all the way underneath, he might come out. He expected a spray down, but the sheriff kill comes true for God Squad. Oh! Over aggro on the attack there, on the TP. And now, the tables have turned. A 2-on-2 with Devi pushing forward, such a check inside Hellranger with a judge. The timing is terrible. But Devi switch up again. He's got a Rolling Thunder. This is going to allow Lightning Fast to move in. Waits for it. Doesn't concuss anyone. Goes for the drop. That's the kill. Perhaps it is. And now there's a chance. Benkai, the star Paper Rex, is all on his own. And this is a perfect opportunity for God Squad to get around in the board.
Well, they do have weapons, but the problem is, it is the mind of Paper Rex that's going to be playing against them. The big brain Benkai, who loves breakfast, who loves eggs, and they're going to the seaside to try and fry this one. But he's in a good position at the moment.
That is so sneaky.
If they're able to actually find a little bit of value, they've got a fault line, so they could stun him if they expect this, but do they?
That is a position where you either expect him to be long or garage. You never expect him to be backside. This is so smart. Benkai, that is 200 IQ, and you might be able to solidify the round in a 1-on-2 fashion. Denies it though, and God Squad get a win.
Well, the first round for God Squad has popped on the board, ladies and gentlemen. And Paper X came annoyingly close.
That's got to hurt, man. I'm glad to see that they've still got cheers going their way.
Yep.
Making sure that they are getting closer.
You know, the only advantage in
effort.
this position was Benkai had the spike.
Yeah.
Because forgive me, if Devi had it, it would have been a problem because under heaven and sealed. Still close enough. Paper X keep it pretty close to the chest as we go to round number 7.
You want to play? Let's
and
play.
the operator personally assigned to Devi, Tour de Force comes out to play.
It's a slow walk over C-Long. It's not yet telegraphed. A little bit too late. Rotations coming in from God Squad, but are they quick enough? Maybe the trip buys have been shown. Maybe trying to reveal as the cages drop. Paper X draw back, they double back, or are they waiting here for Hellranger? That's one! Gets out, flashes away, and gets right back into safety.
This is exactly what they need. Just go away. Do not engage in any more fights. Get to safety. Maybe hold up another off angle, which he is.
They just want to blockade their entry towards this ace site, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going for. Very smart adaptation here from God Squad. That turns them out on top. Beautiful kills here from Kappa, bringing this team alive, but Benkai will give it a final fight. God Squad on 2 rounds.
Well, that is quite an ecstatic movement. For some reason, Paper X didn't really expect the flank to come in, did they? Did they detect the trip? I'm not quite sure if it was put down by Devi.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure either. I just know the cages were all that was needed to kind of stop their initial attack.
Yeah.
But very quick thinking there from Hellranger to quickly get out on mid, go for the flank execute. Gets the kill, draws back. They learn from the mistakes within the game. That's what you need if you're God Squad.
Absolutely. Mid again being a point of aggression, and Lightning Fast is on the other end of it as he throws down the camera, instantly destroyed. Those spams coming his way, so he's not going to be able to challenge this. A Ranger got the aftershock, utility in hand is going to be a problem, and they're going to try and flush out Lightning Fast from this corner. Not successful, and
oh boy, you sneaky man. Lightning Fast drops off. Oh, he flukes the shot!
Oh, man.
And so does Hellranger! The horror! And Paper X clearly capitalized off of that. Now the site may be taken. There's 1 remaining at skills. He's TP'd away. Do they know he's here? That's the first. Doubles up, skills! Keeping the dream alive. 3 remaining. Backside. Oh my goodness! And now it's SK Rossi.
he's got the operator, and with the Reyna, it's not really the combo that you would love to see. But he's getting closer. All he needs is 1 frag. He needs somebody to peek out of their angle, but they're not going to be doing so. There comes the Haunt, and he does not get detected. Oh, he will.
Uh-oh. There's a Vandal in front of him if he wants to use it, but he's sticking with the operator so far. Looks to lure them in, but does he know that he's so close to him? No, he does not. He never would have expected Devi at that distance. And there you have it, Paper X unfolded.
Well, number 6 comes up. They instantly turn it around. Unfortunately for the side of God Squad, that play, I understood it was good intentions, but unfortunately, that flash just made him go behind a wall, and Hellranger jumped down straight to his death. This recoup, though, from skills, getting 3 here was massive, you know? Unpredictable, massive, but he didn't have another teammate to support him. Otherwise, the round would have ended right there.
At least God Squad have got another buy in them. SK Rossi on the operator. It's funny, as I do say that. This is no more.
Okay.
Oh, Kappa picks it up himself and says, I'm going to use it, because why the hell not?
Well, he does have Paper X on a little bit of a short-ended push, which is going to be coming through towards A long, and they're rushing straight in. And Jig, oh my god, the aim on this guy is absolutely insane. Jiggles and gets 1, but here comes the operator again. Kappa keeping his team alive and healthy on the A side with that operator. A little bit of an overpeak over here from Lightning Fast does give away a little bit of man advantage, but still 2v2.
Last player standing.
Yeah,
One enemy
big mistake.
remaining.
For skills, keeps the dream alive. Benkai, yet again in a 1vx, but this time it's a one-on-one.
Oh boy, he's playing towards A short. He's actually getting away here with 40 seconds. He's got time to work with. He can go towards the C side if he needs to. He has a spike again. He's in the same situation, but does skills expect this? He does have 2 smokes. He's going to drop 1 towards A as Benkai running straight back towards
30
C.
seconds
Very
left.
smart from Benkai, moving towards the C position, and now that is exactly where he was able to win the previous fight all by himself. And Skills is probably having flashbacks to that, some PTSD just flowing through his brain, but the adrenaline must switch up
Oh, they're going to be playing Ring Around the Roses here unless Benkai continues to hold that angle. And Skills expects him. He needs to check the garage corner. He will, but it's just not enough. Benkai, he's played against the best, and he knows the timings on the back of his hand.
Skills have the right idea, but not the right execution. And Benkai is a true champion. Is able to just hold his composure. And it all just started from this round, right? SK Rossi unable to do a thing. Yes, there was a good attempt here from Kappa to hold them back. It was a great hold, if I may answer differently. And Skills was able to also capitalize off of it at the end.
Yep.
But that one-on-one where Benkai had the spike, it was just way too much pressure for Skills. And that means that Paper X secure the 7th round.
Absolutely. They can still make it a little bit better for themselves, God Squad. All they need is 2 more rounds, I believe. 8 and 4 should be a respectable scoreline. While they go for it. B side, heavily being contested. Counter utility coming in, smokes, flashes, everything. As they instantly change up. Paper X going towards Garage now. And here comes the Astro Wall yet again from the attack and Skills.
Uh-oh, Skills are waiting on the other side of the Cosmos. See position, split in 2. Forsaken looking to jiggle peek it. This could get deadly if they're not wary. SK Rossi falls. We're talking about a pistol round here from God Squad. They're not expected to do much, and it doesn't seem that they're able to do that. When Spike passes, maybe Skills can get some more damage into this. Hell Ranger joins the fray. Maybe this is doable. How on earth did they get so many kills?
They've got 2 ultimates. They've got 2 big ultimates. They can utilize it together to try and find it, but they don't know where Mind Freak is, and he's playing with the stars, and he can't turn around this entire skyline. There comes Divide for 1. He's 1 HP, and he still gets supported. Oh my god, I thought it was Divide, but Mind Freak gets him from Garage. My word, that came annoyingly close. That was this much of a difference.
Wow. To think that it's heads that differentiate God Squad and Paper X from getting the win in the end.
Damn.
Let me remind you, that was a sheriff round.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they invested quite a bit into it. They still have the Rolling Thunder available. So I believe that with the Rolling Thunder, they should be able to pull out something out of this round, at least get the man advantage early on, which seems like it's going to go towards a short. But Paper X are reading this well. They're not really committing.
Yeah. They know that there's no real pressure for them to go over aggressive so quickly. Rolling Thunder is enabled as well as Nightfall. SK Rossi is able to find the first kill without the opponents killing him. It's only good for 1. As he is traded right back up, but look at Paper X responding in favor. Also 2 players very deep in B. Will be revealing themselves if they do take down the tripwire, and they're pushing actually very aggressively onto this. The Spike will be following through right behind them as Skills is looking to deny. That's the first kill. Lightning fast across the other side of the map and then deliver himself, but it's still close because Benkai is an absolute monster today. Still, a 2v2, and the recapitalization over to the C site seems to be the plan for Paper X.
There goes the Nightfall. They're going to make sure that nobody can hear them in case they are towards the B side. Okay. Lightning Fast jumping around is going to lose his life, and it's a 1v2 now. Kappa, of course, the land demon, as they call him, is going to be having one kill coming away. He does have a hunch. Does he get information? Yes, he does. Now he knows that his player is on site, but unfortunately for him, his counterpart has full health. It's 30 health.
It has to be clean, and it just isn't.
Well, I actually thought for a second Kappa's going to be able to clutch it, but he kind of changed his decision in the last second to go from Garage back towards spawn region, and I think that might be was what he expected perfectly,
yeah.
Benkai. Because the minute he gets detected there on site, he positions himself right to go back off site, expecting that he's going to turn around.
I think that's already 3 clutches for Benkai,
oh, yeah.
if not more.
3 the minimum, I think.
3 minimum.
So far, yeah.
And 14 kills, 3 deaths. Now that's quite a score.
Well, the IGL leading it from the front for his team outside of Paper X as Lightning Fast gets one with the Guardian. Okay, trade back instantly in the form of SK Rossi. They take out that tripwire towards Garage, and instantly Garage has been given up. They do have a cage, but how long is it going to hold as Hell Ranger is going to hold out his metallic arm and lose his life. And SK Rossi, forgive me, Lightning Fast in the smoke gets another okay.
Look, God Squad got caught off guard, but Paper X are overstepping. With these mistakes and God Squad's punishing, there is a world where they can guarantee this round, especially considering that the scales are even.
It is a 3 versus 3. There are no ultimates available on either. Forgive me, Skills has his shadow that he can use to just teleport anywhere he wants, but Skills is
looking to walk there.
Okay, interesting approach. Papers are currently split up, by the way. He's trying to throw in a little bit of enigmatic movements here. Oh, does get information, okay. And that's exactly why Lightning Fast is positioned. Is he going to go for the duel? He will. He's
alone.
caught.
He's caught, and he's alone. Uses the cage to hide away, but Skills comes in behind in time. That is perfect, but it's quickly traded. Kappa falls. Still 2-on-2 with a spike shot right before them. Skills needs to hold his composure here. Goes for the spray and misses a shot. Benkai, as calm as stone. Ice in his veins, but lightning fast. Make sure that he's ice in the ground. Divide.
1v1 for him now, and it is the Chamber against the Cypher. It is a duel that's been even talked about on Reddit, but he doesn't have time. 7 seconds, and what a tap!
Incredible.
Wow. Jiggle, tap, and retreat. Sounds like a movie that Tom Cruise would be starring in.
Let's have a look at that one again.
Wow. I thought that they were going to be able to, but time, the biggest factor here.
Yep. Even the greats make mistakes.
Absolutely.
And 9-3. Let me ask you something, Universe.
Yep.
Are you a believer in curses?
I'd say at certain times.
Is this one of those times?
It could be one. Ending now, halftime pause as PaperX prepare for the defense. And it looks like they're going to go on the attack here as Ace Short instantly being taken control of by Jing. But on the other end, you've got SK Rossi running straight into a frenzy. Will get blinded and taken off his mark for a minute. There is going to be a bit of pause here as they've got information and lightning fast to deliver the first blow.
And PaperX didn't really want to rotate there. They kind of felt that this would be a sort of an obfuscation, but it really isn't. God Squad take over the site. The spike should get down, and they've got double the amount of players that PaperX do.
Yeah. Only thing now, don't overextend. Just stay your ground. Do not push in too much, because last time this happened, they did lose out the pistol. So just keep it in control. And one spot down. They're waiting for the other to push in from spawn. And Divide does have the headhunter. Does he get the kill? No, he won. SK Rossi will take care of that. Mind Freak to get at least one more trade. And SK Rossi is chasing him down. I will get the kill. A 3K. And there's the impact you were waiting for.
SK Rossi was probably like, yeah, man, I hear you. You asked. I delivered.
Absolutely. Well, no player is not receiving love. You know, I can hear everybody's name being. They've got a certain tone for every player. Right? that's the best part. Like,
different tone, modulation, an arpeggio. That'd be cool.
Yeah. How do you think your name should be cheered at?
Hell Ranger Kappa, Lightning Fast Skills, SK Rossi. That's an arpeggio for everybody at home that doesn't know music.
Piano playing.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what scale it's on, I don't have perfect pitch. First shot coming through from SK Rossi. They put a Vandal in his hands on an anti-eco. So far, pays dividends, and the C site is theirs.
Forsaken on an early flank here because, of course, they do have pistols, so they're going to try and do whatever they can as Benkai has probably instructed them to come in for a 3 flank, and now they know they're here. Can they fight off these Spectres is the question. Kappa's actually going in for the fight. He's not afraid of this. He's got the force. Flash comes in. Double flash over here. And PaperX are falling. One, no, they're going to get one back. Kappa will get back 2. One man left on site. Does give a headshot, but nothing more. 9-5. And PaperX are now going to be going into the first buy and hoping to maybe push up to know what we know them best to do, right? Yeah. That is just ram the defense back on the attack.
Yeah. We said that, God Squad, at halftime.
Yeah.
Multiple things need to fall into place. Multiple. One of them was the pistol.
Yeah.
Follow-up has also come true. Now they need to keep this grind going. Keep the gears running.
They win the bonus, it's going to be a statement for sure.
Careful now.
But can they do it is the question. Early aggression by utility, not really by players for the side of PaperX. They don't really look to take control in terms of members being committed, but God Squad at the moment are respecting that utility and dropping away from A. And Hellranger, that's an amazing track to find at the Divide as they find themselves the B side opened up. And it is going to be the plant going down, I believe, but no, Forsaken and Mind Freak finds 2, make that a 3rd as well, and God Squad just drops down dead.
Oh! And all behind a smoke.
They didn't even see them.
They didn't even have to see them, man.
You know, it's always that thing that, you know, a lot of people say don't spam through a smoke because you're going to get spammed back if you've got the tracers. That is, you know, with the Vandal especially.
Yeah.
And
because you've got the audio queue as well.
Exactly. And there's your answer for why you shouldn't spam through a smoke with the Vandal.
Unless you're Paper X,
Careful.
because they did the same thing.
Unless you're Paper X.
All right. This is a rough one. Half shields for God Squad, but riflery.
Well, they're going towards mid again. A also being heavily committed. There's two players defending at the moment, but Paper X have taken control, and that's good control. But they don't know that Lightning Fast is going to be here. Does he expect Forsaken, though? No, he doesn't. Forsaken takes him out, and now they know that there is a mid push coming in. Might as well rush it away. SK Rossi finds the first frag. The fight's gone down, and Jing tapping away Hellranger's head as they are going to be charging from behind, and the attack becomes now the defense.
They switch roles, man. It's all over the place. And Skills is able to maintain Forsaken, having to run it back and falling right back in. In a matter of a second, 3 players just disappeared. Avada Kedavra, you're dead.
Wow, okay then. The spell clearly works, and like you mentioned, a couple of seconds, that's about it took. I don't know why they were afraid of pushing towards the A side, because, you know, they got a frag, right? And they could have gone straight in, but they were respectful of the smoke in front of them, and they went for the fights. And the fights weren't even the fact that, you know, they're putting in utility to try and go and attack the flank. They're just standing there waiting for the opponent to come to them, and that's always a mistake if it's Paper X.
And this is a round that potentially could simply put Paper X on match point.
Careful now.
Phoenix.
Okay.
Unless SK Rossi has something to say about it.
Oh, he's picked up the Vandal, and look at Jing, though. He's in a pretty
trapped?
compromised position,
Whoa.
and he loses his life. Okay. And Benkai instantly on the flank. They're not giving up on pressure here, but God Squad are in the higher numbers of men, and increase that to 3.
What did we say at the start of the round? Sheriff round? Probably Paper X on match point. Well, okay. Some people like to prove us wrong. And apparently,
Well, I love
some
that.
of them are God Squad.
I love me a semi-buy or an eco round, right? You know, gives off the aiming potential to its best. And here we've started with a showcase. Oh, never mind, as I say, Divine and Mind Freak find one each. Lightning Fast needs one bullet, and he will. Makes it an even 3v1. And Device left with a Vandal. He does have a little bit of health. He's been damaged. Skirossi, he's expecting it. Does he know that it's going to come in timing? Too close, way too close.
And that's a thrifty win by God Squad. You know, some may already consider this as a win for God Squad.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, not a win, but I think this is a
a
much better showcase of their skill than what we saw last time against Paper X. And of course, you know, overall in the progression, they've been pretty good in the recent history. So, God Squad, 11-6, a little less than halfway across where they need to be. Can they keep the momentum running? They've got 3 ultimates, 2 of which are pretty strong. You've got the Nightfall and the Rolling Thunder. Are they going to be utilizing it for the retake, or are they going to go aggressive?
Maybe one for attack, maybe one for holding your line further along the line of the round. If you look at Paper X here, they've gone very aggressive on the C-long extremity, getting that information early and now allowing for the rest of the team to rotate over to this A site or make it clear so they can concede it and make sure that it's a retake, a 5v5 retake using the ultimates they have available to them. But in Spawn, you're losing Lightning Fast early, puts Paper X on top, and even though the spike is planted, the numbers favor the Paper X.
Double set up on the flank, and still finds one. Out comes this Rossi, gets another. They're trading up each other, but unfortunately he has to dismiss away, and the flash doesn't matter because he still gets the kill. SK Rossi finds value, and now it's a 3v2. Mind Freak is on the lower end, but Benkai gets one. SK Rossi and Kappa find another. God Squad are currently living up to their name.
SK Rossi, he's definitely enabled now.
Absolutely.
He's feeling it. There's adrenaline running through his veins.
Wow, I love this setup. They were focused on skills. He pops out, gets the kill. And I didn't really expect him to find the kill on Divide because the flash went above his field of vision. But still, hey, the aim is there. 7-11.
Time to work.
Come on, indeed. God Squad. What a game would this be if they end up on top? Just imagine. Paper X, though. I don't think they're going to let that slide, at least not that easily. Now, looking to take the fight onwards. This injury could be what delays it. It's actually our hands, and Forsaken up single-handedly. What a triple. Forsaken conjures up, and Skills is just 4 health points away from being aced.
he doesn't even care. He's like, this is just another day in the office for me.
Just a casual walk in
Yeah,
the park.
I do this in like the top 10 ranks of Valorant. Like, you know, I'm top 10 in APAC every single, you know, act. I do this every day. Do this on Champions, do this in Masters. What's another ace?
He smiled, man. You lied. He smiled. He was like, yeah, I did it for you. You know, everybody smiles when you get an ace.
He's got a number to
If you don't smile, you're smiling on the inside.
Correct.
I don't know what that means.
I think he's got a number to keep. How many aces has he got with every ace?
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know.
That would be an interesting
Gonna have to ask.
statistic.
Yeah, have to look it up. He probably knows, right? He's got so many aces. All right. Full buy all across the board, and God Squad are definitely under pressure now. It's match point to Paper X. Long journey that could come to its end unless God Squad do something about it, but it's very aggressive movement coming up from Paper X. Let's get Rossi deals with the first one, but it's just off hands, meaning he's right back into life. Survive pushes forward. That's a stun up. That means Kappa is able to capitalize, but still. They stabilize a little bit, and the fight may commence through this wall of flames. Forsaken, Clash coming through, able to find another. Forsaken, he's come alive! But Skill shuts him down. It's not going to be good enough. Paper X come out on top, winning the match 13.